Hello there, Nash. Well, first of all, it's very common that a lot of students find the questions pretty irrelevant, And I remember doing an interview with a student, and he said, I didn't understand why the examiner just kept on asking me lots of crazy questions about uh, the role of music in a child's life. Crazy things like that. But at the end of the day, right, just think IELTS is International English Language Testing System, and the content is secondary. Okay, all you have to do is play ball. Yeah, all you have to do is just play along, and it might be frustrating, and you might want to talk about more interesting things, but it's 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Just duck your head down and pretend to be interested and smile a lot and really think as though it's the most interesting topic in the world. Okay, let's see then. So, and here you said, are people reading less than they did nowadays before? Okay, you don't need statistics. In a normal conversation, hardly ever do you hear somebody say, a recent study by Cambridge showed that 33% of students are reading less. No, you don't need anything like that. And this is exactly what you've got to do, okay? This is exactly what you've got to do. You've just got to say something which is reasonable, okay, and just focus on the language rather than the content. This is perfectly acceptable. You can just say, well, to be honest, I don't think people are reading books. Well, to be honest, I think people are reading less books than they did before, because with the advent of new technologies and the internet, it's much easier to meet online and play on the Xbox, and with the increased graphics capability, blah blah blah. Okay, and you should give your own opinion. You should give your own opinion. Okay, and if you don't think it's true, then you say, well, no. Sorry, if you don't think this is true, or what you said before, if you don't think that's true, well, you just say, well, I think that's I don't agree with that, because look at the sales of the Amazon Kindle. Nowadays, a lot more people are reading with their electronic e-readers, or they're reading on their mobile phone, long messages from friends. So perhaps maybe the medium has changed. Maybe people are reading less books, but they're reading them or consuming their information in a different way. Okay? And if they ask about television, tell them this. Say, I don't watch television. I haven't watched it for years. Don't own a TV. Okay? And just say something like, let's see. So here you say, I don't like television, and you've just said you don't have a television. So what do you do instead? What do you do instead, Nash? Do you read news reports? Do you read books? Do you play cricket? Tell the examiner what you do, Say, if there's questions about television, just say, well, to be honest, I don't watch that much television. I don't even have a TV set. What I so I'm not up to date about modern talk shows and news programs. What I prefer to do in my spare time is go to the gym and work on my six-pack. Look, no, don't actually say that. You just say, I like to play in the gym, I like to work out at the gym, or I like to play cricket. Yeah? So, and don't worry about talking about these subjects. This is all, yeah, quantum physics, blah, 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 ancient history. Awesome, awesome. But at the end of the day, the examiner's just testing your ability to understand the question and give an answer. So just bluff it. Maybe a little bit of acting. Tell the truth, because if you tell the truth, it's easier to think of ideas and examples rather than going down a hypothetical avenue where you can find yourself tripping up. All right. So here, like you said, you could talk about the internet. Same here. If you get questions about your family, just say, I'm sorry, but I have a difficult relationship with my family, but with my friends, we get on amazingly well. Okay? And yeah, okay, it is your private life, but you don't have to share everything, you know. You don't have to say, well, I had a tough relationship because my sister, she poured hot oil on my feet and they burned and they've got a scar. No. All you have to do is just say, well, I have a tough relationship with my family, but with my friends, I get on amazingly well. Every summer we go to, I don't know, Europe to travel together, blah, blah, blah. All right? So, yeah, just you have to bluff it a little bit, okay? And just play ball. Basically, just play ball. And if it's not the case, if they ask you about your family, you say you've got a tough relationship. If they ask you about TV, you haven't got a TV, tell them and then talk about something else, okay? And here you're saying the exam questions don't give such possibilities. Wrong, wrong. Like, let's just take the question that you said before, okay? Do you think students read, do you think people read less than before? It's all in your imagination, you know, how far you can take this question. You can say, yeah, students are reading, or people are reading less than ever before because of new media, new sources of information, blah, 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 blah. In Japan, they've just developed some touchscreen technology, which is going to render reading irrelevant in the next 10 years. And with the Google Glass, maybe we'll never have to read before. And there's new developments in brain technology that can read your thoughts, blah, 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 blah. Okay? You can just take it as far and as complex as you want. All right? And yeah, so don't get worked up about it and just relax, okay? It's not as bad as it seems. So, hope that answered your question, Mr. Nash. All the best.